Okay, so what's up there guys, and welcome back to Dig It Detecting. And yes, we are detecting today. This is our first day out in over 2 weeks now. As some will know, I broke the transmission in my patrol. We lost all the top gears, so we had to crawl home in first and second. 2 weeks on, and we've got a replacement transmission fitted, and we are back out ready to rock and roll, ready to dig some of those nice coins and relics again. So as you'll see, we're at the old school site here today. We have been here a couple of times before, however it's still giving up its treasures, and it's amazing, you know, some of the items that have come from here, just amazing. Coins, pendants, toy cars, everything. The old school building set right here in front of me. I will throw up a picture, top left there, and you'll be able to see where the old school building was. Down the back there was behind that shed. Oop, get my hand out of the way. Behind the shed there, and the big old elm tree there is where the old tennis courts and what have you were. So ripper stuff. We sort of plotted this site out really well. And last time we were here, I'll throw up a picture once again. We found the little dinky toy car truck up the back there under the tree. So that's sort of where I want to start today. Sort of start over the back there and see what we're going to hit on, picking up on where we left off some months ago. So we've also got young Zaz out here with us today. So hi Zaz. Hi. And he's going to be running the Vanquish 540. That's his detecting machine, and I'll be running the Equinox 800, as you can see up the back there, my favourite. So anyway, we are going to get our gear out, get set up, and we will make a start and enjoy our time here. The first day out in 2 weeks. As I said, I'm pretty excited to get out in that paddock and dig a hole, as you can imagine. Righto, we have our first good target here, sort of jumping around a bit there. However, look at the depth, quite good depth. Righto, we've sort of isolated him there in the middle, narrowed him down a bit. Let's give him a dig. Yeah, I always love coming to this site too, because you just watch there how easy that shovel goes in. I mean, the soil is relatively dry out here at the moment, even though we've had a lot of rain. We're even expecting more rain today. However, it's sort of that sandy, loamy, nice soil. It just crumbles. It's beautiful to dig in. So really nice. And with that, the coins and the relics come out rather good from here. Oh, look at that. We're straight on to a toy car. What I was saying there before, we found that little dinky toy car truck there not so long ago when we were here a few months ago, and this being a school, I'm sure there's plenty more. You know what he is? I dare say, yeah, he is. He's an old Lesney Coca-Cola truck. So I've got one of these at home, and they're out 1950s, 1960s, the old Lesney Coca-Cola truck. I'm pretty sure that's what he is, and that's why he's got the, oh, if he focuses there, that's why he's got the stepped up ridge. That's where the Coca-Cola bottles would be displayed. So I do think that he had Coca-Cola or some sort of emblem or sign on the back there too. He's really cool. He's really cool, and I think it gave it away a little bit there. Whoa, not even looking. It'd be helpful if you can see though. But see how it says made in England there? You can see England, and that's sort of what gave it away straight away. The wheel arches, so he's obviously a little toy car truck. The Coca-Cola Lesney series truck. Don't ask me what model that is, but yeah, that's what he is. I will throw up a picture there for reference, and not only that, when we get home, I'll bust out my little Coca-Cola Lesney truck, and we'll put him up there for comparison and show you exactly what it should look like. They are a ripper. Okay, so we've got our next target here, and it was a nice high one on the Equinox, although I can't find in the hole. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There he is. I can see something. Oh, wow. Wow. Huh. There we have it. We've got a nice old button. Young Workers Patriots Guild. I should zoom in. That will help, wouldn't it? The Young Workers Patriot Guild. I've found one of these, you know. I'm just realising I have actually found one of these before. So there you have it. Nice old little button. I'm going to get the one at home and put it with this guy for comparison. He's a little bit dinted, this fella, but what a ripper. What a ripper. Young Workers Patriot Guild. So how confusing is this? Blue skies this way as we rock around Oh, it gets worse, gets worse, gets worse. Look at that. It's gone foul down there. Absolute feral. I'd rather go and look back this way. Ah, isn't that nice? Rightio, on to the next target. And some might notice that I'm using the XP MI4 here, which is my backup spare pinpointer. Basically only just due to Xavier using my other one, so I like to let him use the 35 Pro. It's just a little bit more simpler for him to understand turning on and off, apart from the XP MI4. So look at this little guy. What is this? That's an interesting piece, isn't it? I have no idea what that is. May have been off a toy or something. Interesting, interesting. Into the pocket, and we'll give him a clean up and get home. Have a look. I do like the XP MI4 though. It's a great pinpointer. The only thing I will say, it's not a big deal, is I like the fact that on the 35 you can just turn it off, turn it on with one push, turn it off with one push. This you turn on with one push, but you've got to hold him for a few seconds there to turn him off. Not a big deal, as I said, not a big deal at all. But it's just something I suppose I've got used to with the 35 Pro. So every time I do use the XP, I'm sort of going, you know, beep, oh, it's not turning off. And then I've got to hold it and I'm like, that's what's going on. Yeah, anyway, just something to remember. Next target here, and it's a beauty. Listen to that one. Although I've thought that about a few last ones, and they've turned out to be just those lead washers on top of the old rusty nails. Never mind, just never know what they're going to be. They're sort of ringing in 18, 19, but jumping around a lot, so it's sort of making me a bit confused. I can see that guy straight away. Look at that. Another little toy car of some sorts. I actually found an old little old tractor here too. Ripper little tractor. He is probably one of my favourite little tractors in my collection now. Just amazing. So yeah, there you go. They love their toy cars at the school here, that's for sure. This is toy car school and pendant school. I've found a lot of pendants here over the past, and especially heading up towards that back corner and under the trees where I suspect they're dumping a lot of their rubbish, and that is where we're heading. Isn't it bloody amazing? I have done this site so many times, and yet look at that. That is a pretty clear, easy signal to be hitting on 21, 22 like that. It's amazing that I've even missed it, so there you go. But then again, in saying that, there is a lot of ground to cover. Like, it goes all the way down to those back trees there. There's a fence line that divides this property in between. But geez, there must be about 5 or 6 acres here, I reckon. So a lot of potential to miss stuff, and that's why I keep returning to these old sites, and especially the large ones too. There's a few of the old school sites I do that aren't that big, and to be honest, within a few hunts there, you can sort of pretty much narrow down everything that's there. So it's nice to be... Oh, where's he gone? Oh, we might have been a little bit off then. We span around showing you the site, and we've confused ourselves where the target was. So there you go. Anyway, we'll just take out that back wall. We're only in the cow paddock. You see those little young heifers there behind me, so as long as we fill our holes in, we're okay here. We don't have to be too neat digging. It really hits hard, that little XP MI4 pinpointer there. There you go. That, I do say, is the end of a paintbrush. Would have probably been fixated into the handle there, into the wood handle, and then it would have had the basically the brush coming out that end there. So I was just thinking what to call it. But yeah, there you go, there you go. A little collar for a paintbrush, I dare say. One of the kids has lost their paintbrush. So update, me and Zavier getting busy. We're digging bottles now. It's funny because we actually had intentions to go to old Don's property today, which is not far away from here, and dig some old bottles, and well, we gave up on that because the grass was about yay high. We couldn't do anything with that. So here we are detecting up the road, as I mentioned at the start of the video, at the old school, and wouldn't you know it, we're hitting on bottles. And I did say sort of up the back here was where they were dumping a lot of the rubbish, and this is where I wanted to try and get over to. And so, you know, there's sort of no surprise that we're over the back here. hitting on glass. However, just the amount of glass, and look, even a few bottles that have been coming out. So what is really, really awesome too is these old window latches. Now, you could just imagine the teacher opening those. Look at that one still swivels too. Teacher opening those. I had these in my bedroom growing up as a kid. You can just imagine though, the teacher opening and shutting those, and same with the students, letting the windows open and shut, letting the air inside. Oh, how cool is that? We've got a little ink bottle there, very nice. And as I mentioned, this is that sandy sort of soil. It's very loamy, sandy, nice soil. So all these bottles coming out of here, they are going to clean up so bloody good, I have no doubt. And we've got an old top there, so old two-piece, he'd be sort of 1920s onwards. Early AGM stamp there. You can see the A, G and M, so early 1900s once again. I'm not too sure what this little guy was. Not 100% sure, maybe a little paste or something jar. I did hit him with the spade, just up the top there too, bugger. Didn't do too much damage. But anyway, what I'm going to do, plan of attack, Zave said to me, Dad, can you open this hole up a bit more and can you just let me dig for bottles, and you can keep going off detecting. So I think that's what we might do. I want to continue detecting, spending a bit more time on the detector. Seems that it's been 2 weeks since I've done any detecting properly. So I would like to continue on with the detector. We might leave Zave to his own devices here and let him dig away, dig some bottles. And he said to me, he goes, I want you to go back on the detector, Dad, so then any bottles that I find, they are mine. So what he doesn't remember is everything I find and collect over the years will be his one day anyway. So he's got nothing to worry about. Anyway, beautiful old pieces coming out of here. That's what we'll do. I'll keep going on the detector. I'm going to open this hole up for Zave a little bit more first, and also going to tell him to keep his eye out for marbles, because I'm sure where there's bottles, where there's rubbish, where there's everything buried, there's also marbles. So that's what we're going to do. So we've got our next great piece, and what a ripper, what a ripper. I've yet to look for the rest of it yet, obviously the handle and what have you. That's an old toy gun, well, part of a gun anyway, the barrel. He rang up nice and loud too. He was a 33 on the Equinox 800 there, so very, very high signal. Quite nice. I said to Zave, if we stand back up and look around carefully, who knows, we may come across the other part here that may have been discarded or broken off with it. So fingers crossed, we'll see how we go. Well then, we may have just got lucky. Look at that. He's ringed down a little bit lower this piece, 27, 28. But that's more of our gun, I swear. I reckon. That was the hole there that we just pulled the barrel out from. So let's open this up. As I said, this is the rubbish dumping area. So this is where they were discarding a lot of their broken items, toys, cars, bottles, everything. So we'll just see how we go. Zave has finished with that bottle pit now too. Pretty much just ran into nothing. Like, he got a few more broken bits of glass out of there. That was about it though, wasn't it, mate? Never mind. So he's itching for me to find another one for him now. There he is, right at the back wall. Let's give him a jab. Left-handed. Oh. Let's see what we got. All right, he's out. He's right there. It does not, oh, I was going to say, that doesn't seem like it's big enough item to be part of our toy cap gun. Never mind. Oh, you never know. We could stand back up and we could find the rest of it anyway. That's just a bottle top, that one. So let's throw that in. Let's stand up and have a look together. How exciting would that be? I've got a lot of toy cap guns at home, but I've never ever found that guy there, the one that you just seen the barrel come out before. So it'd be really nice to find him complete, wouldn't it? We might have to keep looking. He's not going to be in a close proximity anyway if he is here. Oh, maybe that's him there. Right there. We'll give him a dig and we'll come back and show you a look. Okay, so that was not a toy cap gun at all, or part of. As you can see, we have a beautiful old 1901 to 1951 commemoration pendant. I don't want to go cleaning him up too much. Oh, look at that. Wow. I said the condition of everything from this site is truly amazing. That sandy, loamy soil. Let's give him a look on this side. He doesn't look as good, unfortunately. Yeah, and a little bit of a rust stain on him. So he's been sitting in the hole there with something rusty. However, 50 years Commonwealth of Australia, and it's commemorating, 50 years, 1901 to 1951. Since Australia became a federated country. There you go. So it's funny too, I have found 2 more of these just along this fence line here, and it's also where I got the little tractor, and I found other pendants there too. So what a bloody ripper, what an absolute ripper. That has made my day. It's not part of the toy cap gun at all, but there you go. Just, it seems to be a bit of a running theme too, I will say. There's another school site I hunt, and it seems like all the pendants or whatever were discarded at the back of the school in the burn pit for whatever reason. Like, I don't know whether the kids left them behind at school, or they went out of date, or whatever, they had extra surplus amount, I don't know. But just amazing the fact that you can find them, such fascinating pieces of history, just discarded there at the back of the old school site. So something to keep in mind if you're hunting the old school sites. Don't be afraid to find that rubbish dump and start digging, because chances are it's where some of the best stuff will come from. Okay, we have our next target, and look at that, we finally got a coin. Hey, we had a pendant before a coin today. That doesn't always happen like that, but there you have it. We'll get our first rue penny, and it's still working amongst this sort of trashy area. Where we've got the cap gun and I can't say too trashy area, but cap gun, pendant, and still looking for the other half of the cap gun. There you go. There's his impression that he slid off from. Perfect coin impression with the grass printed in there still. There you go. Didn't even see that when he fell out of the hole. So stand back up, see what else we can find. So we've got our next little find. We're still working up along the fence line still, and we've got a nice little buckle. So it rang up very, very high. It wasn't very deep at all. So into the pocket, and we're going to continue down this fence line, hopefully before the rain attacks us, because this day is turning pretty wild. It might even push us out of here early. Okay, so we're still plodding along, and wow, look what we have just found. It looks like a figurine with a tennis racket to me. I've got my trusty toothbrush in my back pocket, or my detect dead pouch I should say. So we are going to have a look and give her a clean up and have a look at what she looks like. Just see if I can't find... Uh-oh. There may be something else in here, or it may be her leg. You notice her leg is snapped off there. So let's see if we can find... I hope it wasn't me. That'd be a shame, wouldn't it? Or it's hitting on something else. I can't work that one out. We will have to open that hole up a bit more. But what we'll do is we'll give her a clean up, open the hole up, and we'll come back and show you both. Wow! We are going to have to get out of here in a minute. Hear the lightning? The cows are running. They're scared. Help! There's someone shooting at us. It's the sky, guys. Look at them go. God. They did not like that at all. That was loud as hell. That actually scared the hell out of me. There you go. We'll, as I said, we'll get this hole opened up. We'll show you a look. Okay, so there she is, just roughly cleaned up, and we could not locate any more of her leg, unfortunately. A bit of a shame, but anyway, look, we're going to be back here again soon. We might have to pack it up and leave it for today, as you just seen. The thunderstorms and the cows running. And it is about to bucket down. I'm about 5 minutes away from the car, so instead of getting wet on the way back to the car, I'm going to leave right now and try and beat that rain. So let's go. We'll see you at home. Well, that rain certainly knows how to ruin a day, doesn't it? Bugger. That was just hailing then. You can see the hail bouncing off the bonnet. Oh, I got caught out in it. I thought I'd be smart and go for a little bit longer, and I got wet. Anyway, home time now. We'll see you there. Rightio, so we are back home now, as you can see, and as you can also see, we are due for another batch of rain. So we're going to make this quick. We're going to go through and show you what we got out today. It was really, really good too. As I said, I have not been out digging in 2 weeks, so it was nice to get out and actually dig some targets today, dig some of those treasures out that I've been longing for. So anyway, we've got a few bottles, and look, I do believe if we dug further for those, and continued on sort of looking around. I said to Zave, we might even next time get the probe out and do a bit of probing, just due to that nice sandy soil, and try and hit on a few more bottles in future. So anyway, just quickly take you through all the rubbish that we've dug, quite a bit there. And look, with that many targets still coming out, I'm going to be revisiting this site, because look, it's not done. It's not done by far. A lot of these sites you can keep returning to over and over again and continue to still be hitting on more items. So like today, anyway, we had the beautiful old window locks, window latches, really cool. You can see the enamel paint still left on them. Really awesome. So sort of like a creamy color. Anyway, just imagine, like, you know, as I said, teachers and kids opening the windows with those on a daily basis. So really special. Anyway, we'll jump over here, and oh, I'm in the sun. We've got the pendant, the 1901 to 1951 commemoration, 50 years commemoration of Australia, or Commonwealth of Australia, I should say. A little bit tarnished, a little bit hard to see on the back there. I'll throw a picture up top left what he should look like. Beautiful piece. So I think I've got about 6 of these now. Really nice. So anyway, moving forward, we had the old rue penny. I do believe it's a 1964 by the look of that. A bit hard to see there. It needs a bit of a clean up a bit further. So I'll actually won't pick that up. I'll take you down, and we'll spin him around this way and put that one on top. So the one above is the one that we dug today, and the one below is one that we've dug at the same site in the past. So as you see, Young Workers Patriot Guild, it says EVD up the top. Really special piece. So just love finding that sort of stuff. The old buttons, they really tell a story. Anyway, we had the little 20-cent coin down below, and moving forward here, I do believe I've cleaned this lady up now, and she's playing tennis. Obviously, she's got the ball in one hand, tennis racket in the other. But I do believe I may have broke her. You can see it's a pretty fresh break there. However, she may have come off a like a trophy or something. I reckon maybe a trophy that the school had. I don't know. I'm just guessing, but it looks like that would have been mounted on top of a trophy at one stage. So it's quite heavy too. Anyway, the old belt buckle, no little buckle there. I'm not sure what this piece is. I still haven't been able to ID him. If anybody can, be sure to throw a comment below. I'd love to know. Quite an interesting little, I know it's got some decoration there, and the two little ears on him, tags on him, so I don't know. It looks like a sort of a die cast or something. And part of the cap gun. Now, he cleaned up awesome. I only wish that we had been able to find the other half. And who knows, that may be something for future that we can look for in that same spot. So, bit of a shame. But you can see it was broken well before it was discarded, that's for sure. But anyway, nice old cap gun barrel. So once again, I tried to ID him, could not ID him. There's so many cap guns. So if you do know, I'd love to know. Be sure to throw a comment below. Anyway, last piece. Let me just sit down for this one, because my back is killing me. Anyway, we had the beautiful old Lesney Made in England Coca-Cola trayback, or whatever you like to call it. But you can see there, I've got my replica one, or we won't say replica, it's a real one, but my one that has come from my collection. So, and these are a bloody ripper and highly collectible, being a Coca-Cola. Everybody can relate to Coca-Cola, and as I mentioned, they had the sticker on the back there. So this is pretty cool, this one too, because a lot of them that you'll see for sale or what have you, or at markets or wherever you pick them up from, you'll see that the decals are generally quite damaged. And so he is in really great condition, even with the silver paint representing the front grille and the bumper. Really cool. So love it. And as you can see, he is the exact same. I only wish he was in better nick than that. So never mind. Anyway, guys, that was our first dig for Tilla. As I said, first day back for the last 2 weeks. We've been down with a broken four-wheel drive, but we are back up and running now. And look, I am so enthusiastic, so keen to get out and revisit those sites. I did say that we were going to go to Don's today. However, the grass was sort of up here. I do believe he's letting it grow. He's got no cows in there at the moment. I reckon he's going to let it grow, being springtime, and I think they're going to cut it for hay. So we'll leave that for now. We'll venture back out there another day and dig some more bottles and dig some more items out at Don's. But we have plenty more sites to hit up in future. So anyway, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button below, and I'd love to see you there on my next adventure. So cheers, guys. Happy hunting.